Hi guys, how are you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to talk about the 2023 Pantera reunion tour. Okay, so yesterday there was a hell of a lot of talk about this Pantera reunion thing. People were saying, is it really a reunion when two of the members don't exist anymore? 50% of the band are actually missing and have passed away. And I totally get that and I totally agree with that. However, what you have to think of, you have to put yourself in Rex's shoes and Phil's shoes. Those two guys were responsible for making fantastic albums and, in my opinion, changing metal, changing how we listen to it, changing the whole sound of how it was produced. And they pioneered the whole groove metal, thing. And they were part of that. And I totally understand that Phil's left, he went on to do Down, which was great. Down have some songs I like. I do like them a lot live. In fact, I like them a real lot live. I've seen them live twice now and they were brilliant. Album-wise, they've got a few good songs in my opinion, Down. As far as Rex goes, I've tried to listen to some of his stuff. I can't remember what the hell it's called. It's not for me. I'm not interested in it. And the whole illegals thing, that Phil Anselmo does, I'm not interested in that either. So from Phil and Rex's point of view, their musical height was in Pantera. Also, obviously, Vinnie Paul and Dimebag, their musical height was in Pantera as well. And you can understand somebody creating that amount of quality music is going to want to go back to it at some point and he's going to want to enjoy it. So I totally get that Phil wants to do that and Rex wants to do that, and they were part of it, and they wrote part of it. So I don't see any reason why they couldn't do that. Whether or not it should be under, the Pantera name, I don't know. One thing that we do know is that today it has been announced, it's out there now, who is going to be filling in for Dimebag Darrell and who is going to be filling in for Vinnie Paul. Vinnie Paul's seat is going to be filled by Charlie Benante from Anthrax. I think that's how you say it. This has been approved by, the Abbott estate, as you call it, have said, this is fine, we're okay with this. Dimebag Darrell's position is going to be filled by Zakk Wylde. Thank God. Now, this totally changes everything for me, because when I first heard about the reunion tour, I was just a bit like, nah, don't know whether I'm interested or not. I'll probably go see them if they come over here, but I don't know whether it's going to be any good or not, really, without Dimebag there. One thing, for those of you who haven't ever seen Pantera live when Dimebag was around, he just played off the cuff. So when you were listening to, say, a show, I don't know, in one city, you'd go to the next city and it'd be slightly different what he played. He just played it off the cuff. It was like he was, when he was playing live, it was like he was jamming at rehearsal and messing about and putting little bits of lead in, squeals, and, he never played the same song the same twice. He always put his own take on it and just kind of jammed along with the band, and it was a nice thing that, I really liked that. And I think that you don't see that much anymore these days. Guitarists or singers or drummers are not jamming with the band live and putting in extra bits because they feel like they want to anymore. They're kind of molded and forced into playing everything straight and as tight and as close to the album, the release, as they possibly can, whereas Dimebag just walked on and, it was like being at a loud rehearsal. It was like being with Pantera rehearsing, full of energy. You never knew what Dime was going to do. He'd rip into solos in between songs and make noises with his whammy bar and everything. And I think somebody who plays that way cannot be replaced. That's for sure. Now, I was around when Pantera broke, and what I mean by broke is obviously when they got big, when suddenly, we heard Cowboys from Hell over here in the UK, and we were just like, what the hell is that? Like, that is amazing, me being kind of into blues at a younger age and listening to a bit of blues music, I really liked the groove and everything, and it kind of molded my Metallica and Slayer and Iron Maiden, Megadeth, kind of molded that, what I was listening to mainly, with the stuff that I listened to when I was younger, which was like bluesy stuff, you know. So yeah, when Pantera came along, they were so important. Grunge was around at the same time, and a lot of people say, you know, grunge came along, Nirvana, and killed metal. But for me, Pantera, you know, were around at that time. I think that was around the Far Beyond Driven time, which was an absolute killer album. But yeah, Zakk Wylde on guitar, great decision. You know, now I'm interested. You know, now I really want to see what's going to happen because I love Zakk Wylde. I love the way he plays. He's a good friend of Dime's, obviously, was a good friend of his. He's got a song out as a tribute to him. And I think the way Zakk plays as well is old school and similar to Dime because he also plays a bit off the cuff live and kind of goes into these frenzied solos and squeals and stuff. And I just think that he's really the only person that could make a good job of it. Obviously, it means a lot to him standing almost in his shoes because he was such a good friend. So yeah, that's it. It's been announced. What I want to know is what you guys think of this. You know, are you a Pantera fan that is like me from back in the day and you were around when they were touring and they actually broke and got big? Or are you a Pantera fan that learned about them afterwards, haven't been lucky enough to see them and are really looking forward to this because you will get a chance to hear the Pantera songs again by at least two of the original members? Are you a Zakk Wylde fan like I am? I think he's a great player, really underrated. You know, as soon as you hear Zakk, Randy Rhoads, who's on my arm here, Dimebag, those types of players, as soon as you hear them play a damn note, you kind of know who it is straight away. Not just because they have their own signature tones, but also because of their style, you know, and I think that's what it's about. That's kind of gone out of the window now with modern metal. You know, guitarists don't seem to have their own style and sound anymore like they used to back in the day, and I think it's really important that we go back to that and find it again and keep it alive. But then again, I'm probably an old man compared to you guys. So let me know in the comments what you think of this. Let me know if you've ever seen them live. Let me know if you're going to go to one of these shows. You know, nobody knows where the hell they are. They may not even come to the UK. But let me know what you guys think on the subject of the Pantera reunion in 2023. I'll see you all soon. Thanks for watching. Do not forget to subscribe.